Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. I hope this light is right because I've got the sun coming in behind me there. Just looking at the state of the kitchen as to whether I change location. Now, yes, I know, don't worry about my eye there. It is just a reaction to me having the cold virus at the moment. Daughter was crook with the cold for, gosh, nearly a week. She had to have last week off work. So, yeah, don't worry about my health. I do get everything checked every year. Skin, boobs, bowel, blood, you name it, everything gets checked. So it is just the way my body reacts. Okay, entertainment only, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading. I'm going to have a look at, oh gosh, where do I go? A few things that have sort of cropped up that were incredibly interesting. Okay, I might have a look at the halting of the equipment, the missiles to Ukraine. Basically what's happened is that Ukraine have been set up with the launching equipment, etc., for the missiles to be supplied by the US. And then what's happened is there's an order come from the Pentagon not to send the missiles. It's basically like sending the army into battle with the rifles that you issued, but not giving them any ammunition. So, suspicious much? Absolutely. So what happened is it was actually halted, I believe, by a guy of the name of Elbridge Colby. Oh, who calls their kid Elbridge? Anyhow, he is the Under Secretary of Defence. So he comes in under Hegseth. And I believe he was the Under Secretary of Defence in Trump's first regime, if I get that correctly. Now, he is also a co-founder, this is me reading my notes over here, co-founder of an organisation called the Marathon Initiative. Really vague when you look at the Marathon Initiative to try and find out what the hell they're doing. Basically, they're a cover for the Hertiage Foundation, one of their branches, and he is Hertiage Foundation. Now, apparently this Marathon Initiative, it's the Hertiage Foundation under the guise of a research foundation funded by individuals and foundations to examine strategies, foreign policy. It's really vague as to what it actually does. I'm trying to work out what the bloody hell it does, being a non-government organisation. So it's doing my head in a little bit. But what's happened is that, oh dear. So this guy, Elbridge Colby, Under Secretary of Defence, and he was in Defence in Trump's first regime. What since has come out is there's a guy called Alex Velez Green, who was Josh Hawley's ex-National Security Advisor, has now been nominated for the assistant to the Under Secretary of Defence. He left as Hawley's National Security Advisor to become an expert in Hertiage Foundation's foreign policy, and now he's been put in as the assistant to the Under Secretary of Defence, if I've got that right. Now, I do apologise if I've got any bits wrong. Very tired at the moment, but it's just incredibly convoluted. Now, the Hertiage Foundation was established in 1973, so if you don't think that they've been working since 73, pre-Reagan, to get all these ducks lined up in a row, they've been there for that long, working behind the scenes, getting judges into positions, getting their people into political positions, you name it. They've had their fingers in so many pies. So what is happening as part of this unraveling is exposing these people and exposing the Hertiage Foundation. So apparently 70% of the felons cabinet that we know of, so there probably are others that we don't know of, but 70% of the felons' cabinet members have strong Heritage Foundation links. The others just haven't been found out yet, potentially. And apparently 50% of high-ranking federal employees have Heritage Foundation links, and we're talking about the likes of Elbridge Colby, etc. So this goes deeper than just not handing missiles over to Ukraine. This is just supporting Russia. Supporting Russia. Just, I don't know where to go with this. So show me, show me. First of all, I'm going to ask the easy one. Apparently the missiles are already in Poland. So for the US to be claiming that, oh, we need them in our armament reserves, they're not even in the US armament reserves. They're in Poland already. Will Poland have an oopsie moment and hand them over? That's what I want to ask first, and then we're going to go for a dive into this Heritage Foundation information. The tentacles are everywhere. Now I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale. So come on down, let's have a look. Will Poland have an oopsie and accidentally hand these missiles over? The Three of Cups, a celebration, very possibly will, potentially through a third party. So this is a positive card, an emotionally positive card working together. Okay, challenged by the Star, or secondary by the Star of hope and healing and all that is good. All that is good. I think they might. First of all, this is a yes card, so let's see how they go. We've got the Hermit, the energy that they're stewing in at the moment. Will Poland hand them over? Is the light has been shone on the snake in the path and they see it. So you've got this snake in the path and they see it for what it is. Are they going to kick it off the path and continue on? Going to use the staff, the plan and messaging with that wand staff that he's carrying there? Are they going to kick the snake off the path and carry forward? Let's see how it goes. In the past, you've got the Seven of Wands, which is about some sort of, I'm going to say some sort of order coming down that they're pushing back against, or messaging that they've got the higher ground and pushing back against. Are they going to? This is about protection. This is about caring, about nurturing. If those in the Heritage Foundation do not think that those in Poland know what the bloody hell is going on, then they're absolutely mistaken. Now, is it Poland that's got the it is Poland that has the president that was installed under very dubious situation. There's a demand for a recount because I think there's something like 50,000 complaints about the election itself, about the counting. It's gone to the Polish Supreme Court. I read on this, was it last week or the week before, that I think it's going to go to an external from Poland court, this recount of the election, because yes, it was manipulated. The dude that's in apparently the top role is not supposed to be there, but he's part of this. I won't say he's Heritage Foundation, but he's part of all that is happening. The puzzle pieces are coming together in the immediate future. There is hard work going on behind the scenes to bring this to fruition, but it's also about putting together the puzzle pieces. We've got the Queen of Cups, something that's not revealed as of yet, something emotional that's not revealed. And so that's externally. Internally, we've got the arguments happening within, the pushback, the arguments, the round and round in circles. And then there's an unexpected announcement and the hopes and fears. So Ukraine had no idea that this was going to happen. Poland had no idea that this announcement was going to come out. Hopes and fears, an unexpected announcement. The outcome, 10 of Pentacles. Oligarchs, no, not feeling it. Oh, the Pandora's box being opened. This could also be a shipment delivery. Let's see where it goes. In the light of the rat pooping in the cup. And another 10 of wands. Again, wands can be the missiles. And then the knight coming in with an offer, some sort of ruling being made. Some sort of ruling being made. I am thinking it's a yes. Let me just ask again. I'm thinking it's a yes. I think Poland is actually going to... Now, I'm assuming they're at US bases in Poland. Let's have a look. Just a couple of cards, guys. Will the blocked missiles get to be delivered to Ukraine? Not get to, because that could be coming from the other side. Will the blocked missiles be delivered to Ukraine? Now, I know I could use the yes, no cards for this, but I want a little bit more information. Will the... Right. Secrets being revealed. Big announcement being made. And the protection. The offer. And action being taken. And then exposing the snake in the path and kicking it off and moving forward as there is this Judgment card. This weekend feels really intense, like next week something's going to be coming out that is just going to change everything. Loss and disappointment, and then a new beginning of strength. I don't think Poland's just going to do it by themselves. There's something more. We've got the fleeing of an emperor here. Is it Netanyahu, or is it the felon, or is it news that comes out regarding Putin's being gone? I think he's been gone for a while now. There's something coming out this week that's... Now, the anonymous video or announcement or whatever it is, I think it's due about the 3rd or 4th of July. We were all trying to work out when they meant. Is it because of a big announcement? Is it because of a big announcement regarding one of the players? Show me. It's not Zelensky. I'm just going to say it's not Zelensky. Big announcement regarding voters. Votes. Show me. That is going to change everything and bring about a new beginning of protection and strength. And look what we got on the bottom, another ace. What's on the top still? Here's this Queen of Cups. Walking away, emotional loss and walking away. A legal decision that needs to be made about something in the past to do with the devil and democracy. And it's going to be volatile when it comes out and cast everything into a different light about mercenary actions in Russia. Well, I shall leave that to your imagination. Whether it's... I'll leave that to your imagination. We'll find out exactly what it is. Don't be surprised. Might be the felon, might be Netanyahu, it might be news about Putin having been deceased for a long while. Let's just let it play. Okay, with this happening, Elbridge Colby. Now let's have a look at Elbridge Colby. What's going to happen? Oh gosh, everything's going to be changed. It's just looking at Russia differently. There's news apparently that 30,000 North Korean troops are heading to Russia. Shows how desperate Russia are, but there's something, an inability to harvest and poor choices. Okay, show me the future of Elbridge Colby. That is a smarmy looking thing. Show me the future of Elbridge Colby. Show me the future of Elbridge Colby. What do we need to know about Elbridge Colby? He's the one that ordered the missiles be stopped, right? Some sort of action. It's also one of my Zelensky cards as well, but oh gosh, no. Okay. He's going to make a big announcement about some sort of action because he's tied himself to this Heritage Foundation energy. But his challenge is going to be lack of integrity, poor choices, choices based on greed and vanity and addiction. That's his challenge. Whatever it is that he is making an announcement on, it's from a low vibration, emotional point. Lack of integrity. Let's see where this goes. At the foundation, we've got the Strength card, the strength of conviction. Got the orange twerp in his pocket, under control. In the past, we've got the military. Well, yes, he is. He's installed in the Pentagon. Crowning the reading. Feathering his own nest from what he is doing. So what's this announcement that he has? How's it going to go for him? Might not go terribly well. The immediate future for him, not good. When the felon goes down, he takes everyone with him. Externally, a decision that needs to be made. Internally, we've got the King of Pentacles. Who is this King of Pentacles? It's can be my Fleon card, but it can also be the felon, the orange twerp, as the thinking himself the businessman. Let's see where this goes. We've got here the voters in the hopes and fears, the vote manipulation, okay, the steal, oh, and the government, steal of the government, okay. Keep going, it's the Eight of Pentacles, a money trail in regards to the votes or a voter trail, not liking what's on offer and having to face justice. And on the base, we've got the Devil, we've got the Ten of Wands, we've got the New Beginning. It's not going to end well for Elbridge. Chained himself to the wrong wagon. Tell me what's going to happen with Alex Velez Green. Hawley's ex-National Security Advisor left Hawley to become the Heritage Foundation foreign policy expert and is now nominated for Under Secretary of Defence. I must have a look to see who Elbridge Cole, what position he's actually in. If he's not the he was the Under Secretary of Defence in Trump's first regime, but obviously he's there with Higgs. Alex Velez Green. Poor choices, connections to Russia. How are things going to work for Alex Velez Green? All these people who have flown under the radar. Elbridge and Velez Green. Never heard of them before, but they're now out on full display. When the orange twerp said he was going to drain the swamp and expose everything, he certainly is. He's just not what people thought it would be. How are things going to go for Alex Velez Green? Right. The Knight of Pentacles, caught in the underbrush, the mercenary. Do I need to go any further? It's not going to end well for him. Not going to end well for him at all. He might find himself under this energy sooner rather than later. Every time we turn, we say the Heritage Foundation, it got its tentacles in everything. It's always, since 1973, been working its tentacles into everything. But it's being exposed, and only by exposing it can it be stopped. There's Russia in the past. So we've got the mercenary, death, tower, Russia. What's crowning it? Oh dear, how sad, never mind, 5 of Cups. Banked on it, 5 of Pentacles, finding himself out in the cold. The Hermit under investigation for being a snake. Volatile information coming out internally with the Knight of Wands, hopes and fears, finding himself bruised and battered and in retreat with that 4 of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords. Is he going to turn whistleblower and bring out some big news with that Ace of Wands? So that he can slink away and just live his life, potentially. You've got then the Ace of Pentacles, and you've got my money laundering and or vote manipulation card. And then you've got we the people with that King of Cups. Having to surrender, 9 of Wands, having to surrender. Knight of Swords, harsh truth. Hierophant, harsh truth comes forward about the government. Again, one of my 6 of Pentacles, my vote switching, being forced to leave, walk away due to the lying, the stealing, the betrayal. Perhaps might be leaving the country with that 6 of Swords, and then we've got the Justice card. I think that's probably a fairly good indicator of how things are going to go, because neither Elbridge or Velez Green got good futures happening. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Love to you all. Take care.